man. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you, man.
Take your time.
That.
You take all the time you want. You got me?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I tell you what, thank you so much for all the applause. I tell you, it's a lot of pressure's off my back at this tournament compared to the last one. I tell you, I don't know how Andy's done it, winning as many as you've done, and Clark, that type of pressure. And then I think about my dad, all the tournaments he's been in, all the Angler of the Years. I mean, that was stressful. I'm going to just be honest with you. I about had to come apart. And but I tell you what, so much worth it. You know, I just want to just kind of tell you from the bottom of my heart, you know, that I really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the support from all my family, from my friends, from my sponsors. You know, I couldn't have done it. Absolutely could not have done it without you guys. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It's just unbelievable, the blessing that I was able to have this year. You know, I said it on stage at the Potomac River, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I told my wife and I told my family and friends, I even put it on Facebook, that we did it. We did it. And I truly mean that so much, because I have so many great friends on the tour. A lot of you guys are sitting here right now, and some of them that didn't make the cut for the Forrest Wood Cup, that have helped me along the way. You know, living down in Florida, I don't get a chance to do a lot of certain types of fishing, and so I've been able to really rely on my friends out here on tours. The Andy Morgans that have you haven't really showed me a lot, but you've showed me, you know, that I got to get better because you kick my butt all the time. You know, so, but you know, just things like from Jacob Wheeler and just the Matt Aries out there, the Ramey Colson with his little jig techniques that he likes to do. There's just so many things that I've learned over the years from these guys. Sam Lashley from Kentucky Lake. Believe it or not, Bill Taylor. I learned from Bill Taylor. Now, I haven't implemented this technique, the Booze-a-Bug, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm saving that one for next year at Beaver Lake if they're not spawning. If they're not spawning, I'm booze-a-bugging. But I mean, seriously, that's how, when I say we did it, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my friend and helping me, because that's what this sport's about. It's about learning. It's about getting better. And I could not have won Angler of the Year without that type of help from my friends. And I just want to thank you so much for that. You know, when I think about friends, I got to think about Randy Clark. Randy is such an amazing man. I hope he comes up. We're actually trying to maybe look at some plane tickets to maybe fly him up, but he's down in Mississippi. But for you guys that know Randy Clark, he's just an amazing man. And I tell you what he did for me over the years that helped me stand here in front of you guys is show me how to believe in myself and how to work hard and how to have passion. You know, you've got to have passion in your heart. You've got to have a purpose out here to perform at this level. And that's the advice I give a lot of young people now coming up in the sport is you know, how do you win tournaments? How do you win Angler of the Years? With a passion, with a purpose. You know, you don't accidentally win something like that. And it was hard, and it just took a lot of hard work, and it took a lot of help and a lot of support from my family and friends. And without that, I just, again, would not be standing here tonight. You know, my dad and my mom have been a big influence on me over the years with all the fishing. I kid around all the time that I was born in a Ranger bass boat, Forrest, and you know, you've heard me say that for years, and it's probably really close to being true. And you know, but I've spent my years, you know, in the outdoors, and I had dreams just like you guys had about winning tournaments and winning championships and winning Angler of the Years. You know, with all the success my dad has had over the years, you know, there's a lot of pressure, to be honest with you. You know, as you well know, this is an individual sport. I'm out here putting my shoes on with like the rest of you guys, and just so to be able to stand up here and to say, we did it, Mom, we did it, Dad, and all the advice and all the support that you guys gave me is amazing. My sister, believe it or not, she doesn't fish much, but she's been such a big support. I've got a phone full of text messages every time I weigh in. She's always popping me a text message telling me how proud she is and how much she loves me. Her new husband, David, my brother-in-law, and my brand new nephew, little Blakey. He's an awesome little guy. He's just a year old now. So we've got another generation coming up. And of course, my family, my boys and my girls. Hillary's here with us. She loves fishing, don't you, darling? She wants to go all the time. I might hide her. Bill, is there a rule against putting her in the rod locker tomorrow, and then she can just kind of chill out in the boat when I get out there? But I tell you, it's just amazing. You know, I want to thank FLW for believing in me, giving me the chance to be able to fish. People ask me all the time, why do you fish FLW? Why do you want to fish both tours? You want to, what should you do? And I said, I fish FLW because I believe in them, and they believed in me. Gale Stearns, and I don't know how many of y'all remember Gale Stearns. He's a wonderful man. He's not with us anymore, but he invited me to fish as a co-angler back in 1999 at Lake Okeechobee. You remember that, Bill? And I took him up on that offer, and I came in second. And what was really neat about, two things neat about that tournament. One is it launched my career. Number two, I fished with my dad on the final day, which was really ironic. And number three, the craziest one of them all, is that you know who won that tournament on the co-angler side? Rob Newell. We all know Rob Newell, right? He beat me by 6 ounces. But that's where it all started, because Gale Stern believed in me and gave me an opportunity to fish as a co-angler. And I finished out the year and won co-angler of the year that year. And I think Clark won angler of the year that year. So I look up to all you guys. It's just been an amazing ride to be able to stand here. And I just really hope that I can do this again. I know Andy's done it a bunch, and there's a lot of great talent. Best fishermen on the planet fish the FLW Tour. That's a fact. And you know what I'm talking about, guys. So thank you so much. My wife, I saved the best for last. It's right here on my notes. Last is my wife, because she's an amazing woman. The reason I saved her for the last is because I know I was going to get choked up. She 16 years now. Been a long time. And four beautiful kids at home. It's hard for her to get a chance to go out on the road with me. So it's awesome to have her here tonight, and all the support that she's given me over the years. And it's just, couldn't do it without her. So thank you so much. I love you. And thank you guys. Thanks to all my friends and family. I'm sure I left somebody out. Thank my sponsors. And from the bottom of my heart, let's get this party started.